few minutes. We're talking with Sarah Melchert. We want to welcome you to the Morning Zoo. And I know this isn't, it might not be the most comfortable conversation, but I would assume that you have, you've been pretty strong for your dad so that tomorrow is an event that is very not only rewarding in the sense of seeing the community come out, but hopefully helps with getting to a goal to help him with what he is going through, because we aren't going to see necessarily a finish line with these diseases that we get. It's tough. But you know what? When the community comes out and when family is there, that's a big thing. So first, welcome to the Morning Zoo. Thanks for being a part of it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Sarah, your dad is Chief Ron Melchert.
Yes.
And if we say that name out loud, there is going to be a lot of listeners that know him and his name, and have been probably affected by him in some way in their lives, whether it be from at a fire or first response rescue, or just in the community, or seen him at the grocery store, all of that. Your dad's when people say, "Hey, he's a pretty cool hero," he kind of is, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's been a firefighter for as long as I can remember, way before I was born. So he's been
Yeah.
saving lives forever.
Wow, wow. And I didn't know that, but so that's been a lot of years. And so
Yes.
as a kid growing up with dad being a firefighter, what was that like?
Um, well, the monitor going off, we sometimes didn't sleep at night, but he's always lived right next to the fire department. So I remember as a kid, he used to run to the fire department. He wouldn't drive. So that was always a funny memory of him. Now, of course, he drives because,
Yeah. Yeah.
but he actually hasn't been to a fire run since he was diagnosed, because of the pain that he's in.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
he still supports his firemen and his community and
Well,
yeah.
and that's two things that I think's very important for people to understand, is that he still is, he's still a firefighter. He's still
Yep.
the chief. He's still somebody that the crew and the firefighters look up to, and the community
Mhm.
looks up to. And you have an event coming up tomorrow that we're going to dive into here in a moment or two, at the Freesoil Community Center, right? Is that's
Yes.
where it's at? 2 to
Yep.
6 p.m. Yep,
Yep.
tomorrow
Spaghetti dinner, fundraiser, silent auction. We've been receiving a lot of gifts for that, donations more so.
Yeah, and I think it sounds like it's going to be an event that, and I use the word rewarding because, when you can bring community together for an individual and for a great cause, in regards to helping him with, I mean, expenses are probably adding up.
Yes.
I can't even imagine this, but I'm hoping over the next few minutes you can tell us about that. So let's do this. Let's make sure that the listeners and viewers know what your dad is going through first, and then let's talk about the auction.
Um, my dad was diagnosed June 13th with stage 4 esophageal cancer. He has been going to chemo treatments every other week. He's had multiple PET scans. We believe it's shrinking. I mean, it shows that the numbers show that it's shrinking, but it is not curable. So he will be doing chemo for basically the rest of his life, is what his doctors are saying. But we're hopeful that hopefully one day he can stop that.
Yep.
If it just disappears. We pray every day just to make sure that, God knows, like, make this go away.
Yep.
But
Well,
yeah, so
and chemo's no fun for anybody.
no.
We hear about those stories, and so you're kind of, or he's kind of battling, two different demons when it comes to this.
or 3. So sometimes with chemo, you get what's called neuropathy,
Yeah,
and that never goes away unless he gets off the chemo. And so my dad has now experienced neuropathy in his hands and his feet.
yeah,
So it's hard at times to walk. His hands swell up. Sometimes he can't even grab like a cup of coffee.
yeah.
He struggles. Some days are better than other. There's just nothing really that the doctors can do for that. So
What, I don't wanna go, too personal, because obviously, you're going through a lot as a family member, as a family in general. But I do have to ask when he was diagnosed, for him being such a strong individual and first responders, they kinda beat their own drum when you think about it. They're a different breed of people. When he was diagnosed, um, could you share a little bit about that? How he responded to that, how he was affected by that, and did it slow him down from a, you
not
know
one bit.
yeah, yeah, take us through that.
No, it did not slow him down. He was ready to fight.
Mm,
From day one. It was hard for me. I had just moved here to Grand Rapids the week before he was diagnosed. So me not being there um, with him for, treatments and stuff has been a struggle to me. But no, he's the toughest guy I know. He has not once wanted to quit.
mhm.
Um, every day he just keeps fighting.
Yeah. No, it's good to hear that. You are putting this event on tomorrow at the Freesoil Community Center. The big question is why? Take us through the reasoning for it and then how the community can help.
From basically the day he got diagnosed, he had to quit working. So my dad has not worked since June of last year. So the medical bills have piled up and piled up. Um, he has now just been able to get like disability. It's taken a long time. So and my mom only works seasonal. So both of them not working,
Yeah.
bills have piled up, and so
Mhm.
we're trying to do the best we can to help support them and have everybody support them, with their medical bills, their housing bills, stuff like that. Just
Yeah.
gas in the car to get him to his treatments. And so,
Well, and that's crucially important. You don't want to have to, and we all know that times are always tough. We go through, high gas prices and groceries and everything like that, but going through this fight that he's going through right now, you want him to be able to focus on the battle that with his doctors and with getting to chemo and at least being able to still enjoy some of the things that he is able to do, and hopefully he is able to you see a little bit of a glimmer here and there, do you?
um, of him, you mean? He doesn't go out much. He'll go to like our family functions, Christmas and stuff like that. But nope, you won't find him in a grocery store anymore.
No,
Not that he ever really went to a grocery
no.
store. But no, he tries to stand. There's too many diseases and stuff going around right now.
Yeah,
We don't want him getting sick
yeah,
and COVID and whatever
yeah,
else is going around. So yeah,
yeah,
he does not. I don't think he's been to a fire run. He hasn't been to a meeting. He's just,
yeah,
the chemo knocks him down.
absolutely.
So
It takes
he
a lot.
takes a lot of rest,
Yeah,
naps.
yeah. Well, and that leads me to my question about tomorrow, the event from 2 to 6. He probably won't be there
Nope,
or
he's gonna make an appearance.
okay.
I don't know how long he'll stay. It just depends on how he's feeling. But yes, he will be there. Um, yep, he will be there with us tomorrow.
And this is an opportunity for the community to come out to the Free Soul Community Center, to be able to bid on auction items. Take us through some of the items that you've been able to collect, if you know a few of them, maybe
Um,
some of the
yeah,
organizations.
we got a lot. My daughter has done a ton of going from business to business for us. So we have some Starbucks, we have some salon stuff, we have some wood from a McCormick sawmill, like I don't know. what do you call it, a cord of wood or
Yep,
whatever.
yep, yep.
We have a really big, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but we have a big ticket item for the hunters. I'll say that.
Okay.
So that'll be cool. There's a ton of different stuff. Some chocolates. I mean, you name it, we kind of have it. So yeah, a lot of people have donated. They're still coming in. Some cutting boards, homemade ones, some homemade woodwork stuff. So we still have to pick a few up on our way back to Manistee today.
Yeah,
So
no, no, I think
yeah.
that's exciting, to that's exciting to see the support that comes out, and we do when we look at rural communities, small communities, neighbors helping neighbors, it's there, and so the big challenge now is, we're getting the snow today. We are looking at, from a weather standpoint, a break tomorrow until late evening, and this event goes from 2 until 6 p.m. So we should be in the clear for a majority of it, to not put an obstacle in anybody's way to be able to get there. So before we wrap up, my question to you is, what is your message to the community? What do you say about your dad, and to get and encourage them to come out tomorrow?
Just come on out and support a local hero. I mean, he needs all the support he can get right now. Anybody, anything, I mean, any kind of donation, we'll take anything at this point just to help them guys
Yeah.
get back on their feet.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you're doing a powerful thing for him, and he's probably very appreciative of it, for
Yes,
that.
yeah.
And speaking of that, what's kind of touched you the most, or your family, through this process? What has kept you strong, I guess? And I asked that question because I think it's twofold. It's something that helps us understand, but I think it also is something that if others are going through their own battles, maybe can help them too.
Just the strength of our family. We're a tight family, and just the love and support that, you know, being there for him and making sure all of his needs are met, and just, yeah, the love and support, I guess.
Yeah. No, that says it all a lot. It really
Yeah.
does. We have a flyer that you put together. We're going to put that in the comment section of both of our Facebook pages that this is streaming on, so that people can have even more details about it. But is there anything that we missed talking about? We know that it's at the Freesoil Community Center. We know it's 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. You've got the silent auction. Spaghetti dinner is there?
The spaghetti dinner is $15
Okay.
per plate. And then the firefighters are cooking it. So if they've ever been to the chicken dinner for
Mm,
Grant Township,
yes.
I mean, I
Yep.
mean, if you've tasted that, I mean, the
That's right.
spaghetti's going to be amazing.
There's some chefs
Yeah.
in the house.
Yes.
I think that's great. That's great. Anything else that we can share with the audience before we wrap up?
Nope. I think just come on out and support my dad.
No, absolutely. That's a great message.
We
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
And we wish you and him strength and prayers. And as you mentioned off the air to me, that this cancer is something that there won't be a day that you say, oh, he's cured. But there is, if you can get it to shrink, if you can get him more comfortable, that's a win, right?
Yes. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning. We're going to make
Thank you.
sure that, yeah, absolutely, that our listeners know throughout the day today and throughout the day tomorrow, reminding them about the event. And for those that are listening or watching, please take a moment and tell your friends and your neighbors. And as we have seen with many events out there, it's not just down the road, hey, let's go to the Freesoil Community Center. We see people from across counties that will go to an event like this, because a first responder, a firefighter, or a hero, a fire chief, somebody that has saved lives over the years for because and I don't want to ask your age, but I'll say it this way. How long has he been been a firefighter so that people can grasp how many
I think
years
he
he's
was
saving
16
lives?
when he started.
Yeah.
Six, so and he's up there in age too.
Yeah.
So and my
Yeah.
grandpa was a firefighter too. So
Wow. So
yeah.
it's run through the family, absolutely.
Yes. Yep.
Well, Sarah, thank you for joining us. Please give our well wishes to your dad from us and the entire listener family, and for those listeners out there and those that are viewing. We say let's make this happen. Let's make this happen tomorrow, 2 p.m. to
Yes.
6 p.m. at the Freesoil Community Center. And Oh, by the way, before we wrap up, for the
Yep.
silent auction, is it cash? Can they bring their credit cards? Do you know how they can pay for items?
Um, I would say cash, but I think we might have a um the Square tap.
Okay, okay,
So
all right,
we also do have a GoFundMe too, so they can donate that way. But I'm
absolutely.
not 100% on that because I didn't do that part of it.
Okay,
I
all
guess
right.
I
We'll
should have
try
got
to.
clarification.
Yeah, yeah, and we can always update our listeners in the Facebook posts as well in
Yes,
regards to that,
yes.
and we'll put that GoFundMe link there too. So hopefully we can get the family, the listener family, to support that way too. Sarah, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
You got it. It is.